Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Juan Solo here with A Squad Gaming, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you all so much for tuning in today for some more State of Decay 2. So in today's video, we're actually going to be going over all of the patch notes for the Content Update 4.0 that released this evening, and this is kind of a bunch of quality of life fixes to kind of get us prepared for the upcoming Daybreak DLC pack, which comes out next week. So there are a few major things in here that Undead Labs was actually very excited to put in this update that they felt as if a lot of the community is going to be very happy about and stuff like that. But also, like I said, guys, September 12th, Daybreak DLC coming out next week, so look forward to that. But without further ado, guys, let's jump down into the patch notes, and also I will leave a link down in the description below to go over all of these. So we're going to kind of be talking about some specific ones in general and some other things. So first things first, random resource loss. This is something like, for instance, a random person in your community says they'll get hurt, so it takes one of your medical things. They are now dependent on morale and traits. So if you recruit carefully and keep everyone happy, then random resource losses should be a thing of the past. Those things were just kind of aggravating sometimes because really there was no way to avoid them. Now, if you actually recruit carefully and you keep everyone's morale high, you can avoid that altogether. And then also, characters who incur resource loss events because of low morale will now receive a temporary morale benefit for doing so. They binged a bunch of, like, for instance, if they binged a bunch of food, but at least it made them feel better, that sort of thing, it's going to kind of make it so that their morale is a little higher, so maybe they won't have another resource loss. And then also, skilled characters will now sometimes provide the community with a new free items in place of the resource loss events. So for instance, you might have them go out and actually get stuff for your community, more so than actually just having resource loss and stuff like that. So also, exiles should now also account towards exile related achievements, and characters from other enclaves will no longer receive a large-scale death banner treatment when they die. Those are just some little minor things and stuff like that. Also, there was some gameplay changes, and it says that armored zombies are no longer killed by flames. Instead, they catch fire and become even scarier, like a juggernaut. That's something that I'm kind of glad to see, because they are wearing armor for a reason that makes it so they're harder to take down. Now you're not going to be able to just throw like a Molotov or something like that and just instantly kill them. They're basically just going to catch on fire, and they're going to charge you, and they're going to be on fire. So if they hit you, obviously that might catch you on fire, do more damage, that sort of thing. But something small, but glad to see it in there. Also, zombie kills with vehicles should now count towards zombie killing achievements. So for instance, for those of you guys that don't have, like, I think it's like 10,000 zombie kills or something like that, just get into a big armored truck and start driving around, and you'll be able to rack that up really, really quick. They also fixed some issues where zombies would spawn trapped in geometry, which sometimes that's not a bad thing, because then you can just go over there and kill them without them actually getting at you, but it is a glitch. And then they also fixed an exploit that allowed some clients to easily blow up the host vehicles. I'm not really sure exactly. I haven't really had any problems with that or anything, but I guess it is what it is. A few base and facility changes. They did fix an issue where facilities would sometimes stop building when the main menu was open. So for instance, if you were playing, you started to build a shelter, and then you basically hit escape, or you go back to the main menu or something like that, it would basically cancel the build, I guess you could say. I never had any personally problems with that, but that's something that has been happening for some people, but that is now fixed. They also fixed collision on the sniper tower to allow it to be scaled, fixed an issue where weapons would be repaired for free. I kind of wish you guys would have kept that one on Undead Labs. I was enjoying that one, but all things aside, you know, that is something that needed to be fixed. And then they extended the new resource counting prompt for deposit rucksacks in the generic storage facility to apply for specialized storage facilities as well. That's something that that's very elaborate in detail there, but for the most part, guys, like I said, this is more of a kind of a, I guess you could say, quality of life improvements for the upcoming Daybreak DLC. The patch notes that come out next week, oh my lord, those are going to take forever to go over, just because there's going to be so much content, so many new weapons. Other than just the Daybreak stuff, you're still going to be able to pull a lot of those loot items and stuff over into your main games, as well as some of the actual base facilities and stuff that you're going to be able to bring in with some of the Red Talon base facilities, Red Talon weapons, all sorts of cool stuff coming into the base game as well. But overall, that's going to do it for the video, guys. If you guys enjoyed it, you guys found it helpful, you guys are excited for some of these quality of life changes leading up to the Daybreak pack, make sure to drop a like on the video. Also, if you guys are new around here, make sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all things with State of Decay 2, Ghost Recon Wildlands, and more on the channel very soon. But that is all.